Today we're diving into the world's most shocking banned foods. We're talking about dishes outlawed for reasons ranging from the dangerous to the downright daft. Some are banned for cruelty, others for health risks, and a few are just too weird for words. You'll be surprised. Some of these are everyday treats. Others are so bizarre you'll wonder who thought of eating them. From controversial luxuries to national dishes that can't cross borders, you won't look at your dinner the same way again. Let's start with a dish that divides the world: foie gras. A luxury on the plate, but a nightmare behind the scenes. Ducks and geese are force-fed to fatten their livers, pure cruelty for taste. The animals suffer in cramped, grim conditions. Animal rights groups have fought hard to expose this. Now, countries like the UK, Germany, Italy, Argentina, and California have banned foie gras. Even New York City is joining in. These bans send a clear message: animal cruelty has no place on our plates. Some defend tradition, but the world is moving toward compassion. Ethical, delicious alternatives exist. The future of food is kind, not cruel. Is a moment of luxury worth all that suffering? Not a chance. Choose compassion. Eat ethically. Next up, Kinder Surprise eggs, banned in the USA. Why? Because the toy inside is considered a choking hazard under US law. The FDA says no non-nutritive objects in candy, so the iconic chocolate egg is forbidden fruit in America. Meanwhile, kids around the world eat them without issue, but US authorities won't budge. Ferrero made a US legal version, Kinder Joy, with the toy and chocolate separated. All that fuss over a bit of chocolate in a plastic toy. Let's talk about absinthe, the green fairy. Once blamed for madness and banned across Europe and the US, absinthe's reputation was built on myth. The culprit? Thujone, a compound in wormwood, was thought to cause hallucinations. Turns out the real danger was the high alcohol content and dodgy additives, not thujone. Modern science debunked the myths, and bans have been lifted in most places. Today, absinthe is legal again, with thujone levels strictly regulated. The green fairy is back, but she was never as dangerous as people thought. Just don't overdo it. This stuff will still knock you on your arse. Sometimes, a bad reputation is just that, reputation. Drink responsibly. Shark fin soup, luxury for some, ecological disaster for all. The fins are sliced off live sharks, who are then tossed back to die. It's cruel, wasteful, and devastating for ocean ecosystems. Sharks are apex predators. Losing them throws the whole marine balance off. Many species are now endangered, all for a tasteless bowl of soup. Thankfully, bans and strict regulations are spreading worldwide. Airlines and shipping companies refuse to transport fins, and public awareness is rising. The black market still exists, but the tide is turning. This isn't about attacking culture. It's about ending cruelty and saving our oceans. Shark fin soup belongs in the history books, not on the menu. There's no place for it anywhere. Full stop. Let's lighten things up with Haggis, Scotland's national dish. Traditional haggis contains sheep's lungs, but the US bans lungs in food due to health concerns. So, American haggis is missing a key ingredient, and Scottish producers aren't happy. The ban's been in place since 1971, and efforts to overturn it have failed. If you want the real deal, you'll have to visit Scotland. Is it dangerous? Not really. But it's a curious culinary conundrum, poor haggis, outlawed by the lung police. Ready for the wildest banned food? Meet casu marzu, Sardinia's maggot cheese. Yes, it's crawling with live maggots. Extreme? Absolutely. Banned in the EU for health risks, but still a Sardinian tradition. Even the bravest foodies say, "No thanks. Would you try it?" Off to Jamaica for ackee, the national fruit. When ripe and prepared right, it's delicious. But get it wrong and it's deadly. Unripe ackee, or the wrong parts, contain toxins that cause Jamaican vomiting sickness, which can be fatal. Because of this, raw ackee imports were banned in many countries, including the US. Only canned, certified safe ackee is allowed now. The key is letting the fruit ripen and removing all toxic parts before cooking. Traditional knowledge keeps people safe, but the risks are real. Restrictions have eased with better processing, but fresh ackee is still off limits in most places. Not everything on a tree is safe to eat, Sometimes delicious comes with a warning label. Respect the fruit or pay the price. The ortolan bunting, a tiny songbird, once a prized French delicacy. To make it, birds were trapped and force-fed, then killed in a cruel process. This brutal tradition led to suffering and a sharp decline in their population. France and the EU banned ortolan hunting and eating to protect the species. Conservationists are fighting to save these birds from extinction. Sassafras oil, once the heart of root beer, now banned. The culprit is safrole, a compound found to cause liver cancer in lab animals. The FDA banned it in 1960, and root beer makers switched to artificial flavors. Safrole is also used in making MDMA, so controls are even tighter now. Some still seek out sassafras tea, but the risks are clear. Sometimes, natural doesn't mean safe. The ban protects public health, even if it changed a classic flavor. Old-timey root beer is gone for good reason. Redfish, once a culinary sensation, nearly wiped out by overfishing in the 1980s. Blackened redfish became so popular that stocks plummeted. Scientists sounded the alarm, and authorities imposed strict bans and quotas. Commercial fishing was halted and recreational limits were set. Thanks to these efforts, redfish populations have rebounded. It's a lesson in the dangers of food trends and unsustainable fishing. We nearly ate this species into oblivion. Now, only carefully regulated fishing is allowed. Respect the ocean, or we'll have nothing left to eat. Sometimes a ban is the only way to save a species. That's it. 10 foods banned for reasons ranging from shocking to sensible. Which one blew your mind? Let me know in the comments. If you learned something new, hit like and subscribe for more food facts and rants. Check out the other videos on the channel for more culinary curiosities. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, eat well, and legally. And I'll see you next time. Now, get out.